it's only 4:48. I've been up since about 2. Already on my second cup of coffee. Woo-hoo. I am in one of those, so I don't know if it's necessarily the coffee or if it's the fact that I just have to have something hot to drink in the morning. So no matter what, I have to have something that is warm or hot in the morning to drink. I enjoy it to be coffee, but if I don't happen to have coffee, Lord forbid, I will drink hot chocolate or tea or whatever. Something is shaking my table, and I do believe it's me. Okay, so I wanted to talk about AI. I'm already over it. So I don't know how many people are going to come on today, but how many of you are okay with the artificial intelligence just like taking over? I know I'm not. Like they're talking about, we already have cars that like can drive themselves and planes that can drive themselves. But let's think about this. A car driving down a highway with a person in it that's driving itself. So they can make mistakes, but sooner or later, like that's all it's going to be. That's kind of scary, in my opinion. I mean, even my husband, his Atlas that he had, it had a control on it where he could go to sleep. Hi, Emma. What video game idea? I think any video game is a good idea. Trying to make sure that the page don't get eaten is the same. I don't know about a same-sex storyline in a game. I mean, as long as there's not actually sex in it. I mean, I love the zookeeper idea and all that other stuff, but I wouldn't throw anything provocative into a game, but absolutely go with something that has to do with the zookeeper trying to keep someone from getting eaten and everything. And I would definitely go with something like, you know, the same sex trying to protect the lover and everything like that. Absolutely go with that. That would be great. Hi, Rookie. My day's going great, except my dog jumped in the lake. So I had to give him a bath early this morning, and he was not happy. He came home green. We have duck seed all over our lake. High score is how many people you save from human trafficking at the border. I can't figure out who to arrest when it's self-driving Tesla or semi. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. So my husband fell asleep behind the wheel one time on his Atlas, and it was driving itself. But then when it kind of veered off, it made like a beeping sound, and that kind of woke him up. But see, this is the situation. So, say someone goes to a bar and they're drinking. You're not going to have drunk people behind the wheel of an AI car. So, is that okay? No, it's not okay. But this is the other thing with AI. They're now doing other stuff too. Like, okay, I like doing nails and I want to go back to school to finish getting my nail tech. And I know it sounds crazy because I can make a lot more money working in a hospital or something like that. But I love being creative. I love art. I want to open a full-scale salon, and so I have fibromyalgia, and I want to do like H2O therapy. Whoa! This little bitty rat right here just put my big old dog in place. Hey, I want to do like H2O therapy. I want to do red light therapy. I want people to feel good about themselves. Like, I want people to go in, mainly women, of course, but I mean, there's men out there that like it. There's anybody who wants to come in. I want them to walk out and I want them to feel hot. I want them to feel badass. I want them to feel like I'm ready to hit the town today. Like in the evening, whatever. Like, I want them to feel good in their skin and feel like I look good, I feel good, my spirits are high. Like, I'm gonna rock this town, you know? I just want that. That's what I want. And that's what I want to do. And so I'm going to be working starting Monday. So I'm going to be working from like 8:30 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night for the next God knows how long. Because I'm going to have 2 clients a day. Actually 3, because one of them's a husband and wife couple. 5 days a week. Working my butt off, basically, every day of the week. I'll have weekends off, obviously, but I mean, I'm going to be going from one client to the next client, taking care of patients like all day long, trying to make the money for me to put a little bit more money back so I can go to school and pay for it. Yeah, I have to love my glasses because that's all I have. Bye, Emma. Get back on here soon. I can't see without them. But anyway, I'm going to have to put money back, to go to school to finish getting my certification. I still have like 300 hours I have to make to get my certification. And I love art. Like, I did my nails last night. My spider, and then I did a pumpkin over here. But I do faces, like I do life, real life. So, but anyway, back to AI. In the nail tech world, we can't tell if the nails are AI generated or if they are from a person. People come into salons and go, I want this. That's AI. There's some of the things where there's no way. But recently, it was actually last night, I had a friend request from somebody. And this somebody was a country music singer. Hi, Millie. And this guy messaged, like, he just out of the blue started following me on Facebook. And he is a country music singer, and he is also a follower of one of my friends. And I messaged her and I said, wait, is this the guy that's been kind of stalking you a little bit? And she was like, delete him. This guy sent AI generated naked pictures of her. That's how bad it's gotten. So AI, thank you. Hi, Leonard. Can generate anything you want it to generate. That is freaking absurd and scary. There needs to be a limit. There needs to be a guideline. There needs to be boundaries. There needs to be, like, when someone says do this into that little box that it says to make an art thing or whatever, there needs to be a guideline and a boundary. And it needs to be like, no, it's a computer. It can say no. It can say that is not appropriate or that is unnecessary. Computers are supposed to be smarter than us, right? So wouldn't they know that's not okay? If someone puts a photo of somebody's face and says, put a naked body on this face, wouldn't a computer be able to know that's not okay? I mean, they're supposed to be smarter than we are. So why would it do that? And why would he, what an asshole. I'm sorry. But that is just, oh my God. I told her, like, she needs to press charges against this guy. Ruin his freaking career. That is just wrong on so many levels. Like, it's disgusting. It is just, ugh. How dare he? I'm sorry. His name is Will something. God, what is his name? Will something. Anyway, he's country music. That's all I know. Well, thank you, Millie. Oh, yeah, thank you, Rookie. I love my glasses too. I literally cannot see without them. I am so blind without my glasses. I have a little rock fragment in my right eye from when I was a kid. So the monster did not take me to the doctor. So this is a childhood story. I was outside in the front yard, minding my own business, and my two little brothers were bugging the little kids next door. And they were teasing them. And I mean, teasing them bad. And they picked up a rock and they threw it at me. Well, not at me, at my brothers. And it hit me like right here in the eye. And I mean, it went in my eye. And it stuck in my eye. And when it stuck in my eye, it hurt. And I was laying on the ground screaming. And of course my brothers freaked out because they knew that they were gonna get the crap beat out of them. And so the monster and his flavor of the week came running across the street, and he just pulled that rock out of my eye and then took me in the house and just poured water on my eye to rinse it out, and then put a white cloth over my eye and then taped it. And that's how he took care of me. He didn't take me to the doctor. Didn't take me to the ER. That's how he took care of it. My eye got infected. I had pus in my eye, and it like had stuff running out of it and everything. Well, I went to my mom's, and did you do it? Yes, I did my hair. I went to my mom's like a week later, and so my mom took me to the doctor, and of course they treated my eye. But when I got older, I found out that there was a little rock fragment that had worked its way down into my eye, and it's caused scar tissue. So I have a little rock fragment down back in the back of my eye. Millie, so I have curly hair, and my hair is usually up because I have long hair, and I don't always like to mess with my hair. And let me let my dog out, so hold on one second. Come on. Okay. I'm back. I don't always like to mess with my hair, so I put it up in a messy bun. So what I do is I pull it up in a ponytail, and then when you pull it up in the ponytail, the last wrap that you do, split it in half, and then wrap it around like this, and then put it through one of your ponytail loops, and then I put a clip back there, and then you just pull it out however you want it to do. And my hair, because it's curly, it looks like this. I mean, just because it's curly. But because I sleep on one side of my head, this head is flatter, or this side's flat than this side. So sometimes I actually have to curl my hair on this side a little bit to make it match this side, or else this side's curlier than this side. I know it sounds stupid. That's why I don't like doing my hair. So, but yes, I love doing my hair in messy buns because it's so easy. And I have 8 grandkids, so when I've got my grandkids around, I gotta put my hair up and go, because especially when they're all out here, because we got littles, and they love to be outside. And so obviously I've got to be out there with them, because we don't want them running down to the lake. And we've got one lake that's back, and then we've got another pond. So I don't want them, running off. And we have autistic twins that are 4 years old. And one of them loves to run, and he's an escape artist. And they are so smart. I mean, like prodigy smart. And they wow. They wow us every day. But they love to explore a lot. So we really have to be careful. And then, so I have ages anywhere, they're almost 12 down to, I think she's almost 8 months old. So I have 2 girls and 6 boys, grandsons. I think I actually do have a little baseball team. Yeah, I have a soccer team. So that's fun. Okay, I'm not even going to answer that. Been there, that's not appropriate. Really, that's not appropriate. There's always got to be somebody to get on here and be a butthead. That's really none of your business, but first of all, I'm not wearing dentures because I can't, they make me throw up. I have an extra bone in the roof of my mouth, and I have to have implants. And I don't have teeth because of Lupron injections that I had to go through when I was 29 years old due to a complete hysterectomy because of cancer. So I really don't like the whole, I just don't go there. So we're not going there. You need to be a little more respectful. I do not tolerate disrespect at all. That's just something I don't tolerate. So we're going to be respectful. We're going to be respectful, or I will go back and I'll block. I'm not that kind of a woman, first of all, so let's get that clear. I happen to be a very respectful woman, and I expect respect. Yeah, if you want to be raunchy and you want to be like that, then go find someone who actually appreciates that kind of talk, because I'm not one of those. I actually find it disgusting. And I also find it very degrading and disrespectful. So I'd appreciate it if you would be more respectful towards me, if you don't mind. I don't want that on my site. My husband doesn't speak to me that way either. At all. And we've been married for 34 years, and he would never speak to me that way. If he did, he would get an earful. So, anyway, so I am planning on doing the cheesecake tonight. So if anyone saw yesterday's, I was asked to do pumpkin spice cheesecake. So that is what we're going to be doing this evening. So if anyone wants to hop on and learn how to make a gluten-free pumpkin spice cheesecake, I will be doing that this evening. I will probably be doing it around, I'm going to say probably between 6 and 7. I'm helping a friend move out or pack up some of her stuff at her home. And then when I get home, I will hop on and we'll start doing the cheesecake. There's a message on one of my links that has the ingredients that you need to get if you want to make it along with me. So I will go live and we'll make it live so that way everyone can make it together. There's also one of my videos that has all the ingredients in it as well. So I will reiterate the ingredients real quick before I hop off here. You're going to need a pie crust if you're gluten-free, or if you're vegan or anything like that. You're going to need a gluten-free pie crust. You can do the regular, you can do chocolate, and it's the graham cracker. If you want to make your own, then obviously you're going to need graham crackers and you're going to need butter and a pie pan. You're going to need vanilla pudding mix. You can do a box, or if you want to make your own, you're going to